Hey man, it's your boy KJ back with another video. The host of the broadcast podcast SL Sports Language, giving you the livest news and information on sports and events. And I'll put it to you like this. You got an opinion on what I say? You can debate me about it. You disagree with what I say? You can debate me about it. Hold on. You don't like what I say or said? Debate me about it! Speaking of debate me about it, put it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's right. Like, comment, subscribe. So you get your latest news information from your boy KJ on sports and events. Now here we go. Listen, man. Deion Sanders must be the money. Neon Deion, prime time. One of the best cornerbacks to ever do a Hall of Fame. Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys. Then came back to play for, I believe, it was the Baltimore Ravens, or I can be mistaken, but it's not it, bro. This is not it. I feel like Deion Sanders' coaching days are winding down. And you know how I do my videos? You got facts, then you got opinions. I feel like his coaching days, man, is coming to an end. And I don't mean that by his health-wise, because he overcame his health. Congratulations on that part. But his coaching days, man, is coming to an end, I feel like. Not this season, next season if they don't do good. Also, too, I want to give a shout out to JT Sports because he even made a good point. Just shout out to JT Sports and check that video out. Deion Sanders is not really a bad or horrible coach, even though I have my own opinions. He's not a good coach, even though I got my own opinions. JT said it best. He's average. He's mid. He's not bad. He's not good, but he's average. So let's talk about Deion Sanders. We'll get to the Colorado Buffs later, but let's talk about facts right now. Deion Sanders, head coach. He coached Preparatory High School. He coached HBCU college football. And I don't mean to put it in that lane, when it comes to college football, but we got to keep it a buck. HBCU college football, which one of my first videos I ran viral actually about, they can't stand Jackson State or JSU winning. But when Deion Sanders came into the HBCU, Deion Sanders brought a whole different crowd. He brought a whole different atmosphere. He brought in college game day. You can't listen. Deion Sanders is going to go down as one of the best HBCU college football coaches. Like I said, I know what y'all thinking. Oh, college football is college football. Don't make it an HBCU thing. But I can't help but do that. And we'll go right back to that. It's going to come into a full circle what I'm going to say. Y'all know how I come up with the full circle moments. I'm like a freestyle rapper. You know what I mean? I'm killing it. But the reason why, when Deion Sanders came in with Shadur Sanders, with Shiloh, with helping with recruits Travis Hunter, and not only what he did on the field as a coach, he brought in money. He brought in revenue streams. He brought in television. He brought in on ESPN back to back. It's not like, oh, we're going to play HBCU football on the beginning of ESPN or the beginning of the football season, and that's it. No, they was on multiple times on TV, ESPN, to where they got it in TV deals, network deals, working with Walmart, or revitalizing the atmosphere, revitalizing and renovations of the practice field, the actual stadium and the field. So he gave back not only with a winning franchise and a winning attitude, but also gave back with, but we talking about money, we talking about revenue streams, we talking about finances. And yes, it does take finances in order for organizations to grow. Whether it be sports organizations, companies, it takes money, it takes funding. And Deion Sanders did that. But also what he did on the field. We talking about bowl games. We talking about SWAC conference bowl games. We talking about, just the winning attitude, right? He goes to Colorado, the first season, 23-24 season, pretty bad. Nah, scratch that. It was horrible. They win first 3 games, and the rest horrible. They lose their next 6 to 7 games. They went nearly 1-6 for the rest of the season. They won against Arizona State, but then that horrible game against Washington State, and then they put the backup quarterback in, and Deion Sanders, he lost his voice, he couldn't even coach. It was horrible. Then, 24-25 season. There's a little dim of light at the end of the tunnel. There's a little dim of light at the end of the road. What happens? Travis Hunter, he becomes Heisman. A two-way player since Charles Woodson, Shadur Sanders. His name started to pick up, but we're going to get into Shadur Sanders later. Bro, I'm going to make so many key pieces. whatchamacallit. We still in the facts, by the way. They go to a bowl game. They didn't win that bowl game, but nonetheless, they go to a bowl game. So there's still light at the end of the table. Travis Hunter gets drafted. Deion Sanders get drafted. Their numbers are retired. You know what I mean? Now, how you feel about their numbers being retired? Hey, that's up to y'all. Still, their numbers are retired for Colorado Buffalo football. Their numbers are ingrained in Colorado Buffalo's history. No matter how the fans feel, no matter how you feel, no matter how I feel, their names are retired. Can't take it down unless a fiasco, or what you will call a would it be fiasco or a scandal happens. But God forbid, hopefully that doesn't happen. Shout out to my two black brothers that made it that far, Travis Hunter and Shedeur. Now we get into post Travis Hunter and Shedeur. It's back to the bottom. How you start from the bottom, now we here to back to the bottom. Back-to-back 50 balls. Close games, they lost against BYU. Close games, they lose against games. They lost against close games, they lost against BYU. Close game, they lost against Houston. Close game, they losing against close games. Then they win against games against teams that I never even heard of. Let me not do them like that. They won some games against a team that are nationally known, not probably ranked, but known. And then you get back-to-back 50 balls dropped on you. The Utah, Arizona. And we talk about Arizona. Now, it goes back to NIL. Utah always been a football school, up and down, but they always been a football school and produce football talent. Maybe they're not as big. I don't know if this is the Pac-12. Yeah, maybe they're not as big as the Pac-10. You got the Pac-12, then the Big Ten, something like that. But maybe not. They're not as like dominant in that conference. Y'all know what I mean. Besides Oregon always gonna win the Pac-12 or whatever conference they're in. You know what I mean? Colorado ain't ran nothing since I don't know when. Now let's backtrack. Speaking of Oregon, right? Oregon, the coach said it best. They're doing this for clicks and views. We're doing this on the field. That Cinderella story, that's done. It's time to show and prove. We seen that in 2023-24 season when Colorado, they ranked 19, they feeling themselves. You know what I mean? Blowout. I believe it was a 30 ball. Deion Sanders, snap sacked. Then you see how Deion Sanders acted in a press conference, which is, we gonna get to that too, because he just did something recently after the Arizona football game. The way he would talk about his team, I didn't like that from a head coach. You always gotta see the type of person that's in your battlefield when you're winning and losing. See, when you winning, it's all gravy, it's all smiles, it's all dancing, it's all jugging. Hey, it's all of that. When you losing, it's, man, I tell you what we need. We need to do offensive line. I tell you what we need. How we gonna be losing when we got the best quarterback in the whole world? You see what I did there? See, you gotta carry the same attitude when you winning and you losing. I'm not saying you gotta be cheerful, but a man is not measured by his wins. A man is measured by his losses, and that's in life. You gotta see who's in your corner. When y'all winning, you dapping up. Hey man, this can last forever. When you losing, it's finger pointing. When you losing, it shouldn't be like that. When you losing, it's okay. How can I get better? How can I get better? How can you get better? How can we get better? What's my problem? What's your problem? What can we do? Not, man, I'm about to jump ship. That's not the man you want in your corner. Those would be the ones that turn on you. Those would be the ones that stab you in the back. And that's just in life. Company, corporate America, and in sports. And no, the offense to Deion Sanders, and if you watch it, just that's the type of coach that I wouldn't want. And it's showing clearly. Because, okay, post, Shedeur and Travis Hunter, dude, name me one player on that Colorado Buffalo's roster. I'll wait. I don't know none of these dudes. And yeah, I do my research like the quarterback and all that, but the team is just not it. And then it's not only just the team, but it gotta be the coaching. But then not only the coaching, maybe it's the coaching staff. Shout out to JT Sports again. Look up JT Sports. That's all I can say. JT Sports. He has a video saying the coaching staff, which are his quote-unquote friends, are holding him back? Is it Warren Sapp not doing his part? Is it the other coaching staff not doing their part? And that's another thing, because I remember I used to talk to my people back in the day, like back when Deion Sanders first went to Colorado and the Buffalo staff. Now, this is no way, shape, or form of hating on nobody. When it comes to kinfolk, if you want to look out for the next man and bring them up with you, do that. But you gotta know what you're doing. And here's what I mean by that. The coaching staff that Deion Sanders has with him at Buffalo, some of them are from the HBCU trifecta. Or they not, let me say trifecta. They're from the HBCU realm or the HBCU atmosphere. They don't know nothing about the ACC. They don't know nothing about the Big Ten. They don't know nothing about the Pac-12. They don't know nothing about that Power of 5 upper echelon competition. So it's showing on paper because they're not losing as many games. I mean, they're not winning as many games. They're losing. They don't have back-to-back winning seasons. And it's showing, bro. It's showing. And Deion Sanders, I feel like, is one of the main reasons why Colorado Buffalo is losing. For one, and now let's get into the opinions. Before we get into the opinions, by any means, I'm not hating on nobody. By any means, I'm not slandering nobody. By any means, I'm not trying to defend nobody's character. We talk about on the field. This is my opinion. This is SL, sports language. Debate me about it. You got a problem? Debate me about it. You feel the type of way? Debate me about it. But y'all coming up here calling me haters, dog. I'm only telling y'all what I see. But y'all gonna say what y'all want to say, bro. So let me zoom in on y'all. Let me draw a picture. Deion Sanders is not a good coach. Deion Sanders is not helping change the franchise. Deion Sanders is all about Deion Sanders, and as a coach, it shouldn't be like that. When you a winning franchise, okay, yeah, they're gonna talk about the head coach and how much of a genius you are. But I don't want a coach that's flashy. I don't want a coach that's blinging, bro. If you're gonna do all that, you gotta win games. But that's besides the point. Like I said, now we on the opinions. Post Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, they haven't been able to win any games. So it makes you wonder, if you was to take Travis Hunter, if you was to take Shedeur Sanders out of the picture, will Colorado Buffaloes even win 6 games? Will Colorado Buffaloes even have a Heisman? Will Colorado Buffaloes even win those 6 games that 24-25 season? Let's go to the HBCU era, Jackson State. You take Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Will they still win games? Yes. Will they still probably go far? Yes. But here's why I say that. HBCU football, Division II football, Division III football, JUCO, it's a different level, bro. It's levels to this. When you got JUCO or HBCU, shout out to my HBCU fan base and to my HBCU teams. Let's be honest. Those players that's on those teams, it's only a few good players that are like Power 5 level, and that's slim to none. Like 1 or 2, 3 of them be like, man, you should be at Ohio State, you should be at Oregon, you should be at UM, shout out to the Canes, you should be at Florida State. That's what I mean by there's levels to it, bro. JUCO is dudes that's trying to even get a D1 scholarship if possible. So when Deion Sanders was coaching there, you can easily say he was at the place he needs to be. And yes, if he would still be there, well, they may have a losing season here and there, maybe. But it was looking pretty good that 22, that I think it was 20, yeah, that 21, 22, and 23 season before he went to Colorado. And yeah, his son, you know, Travis Hunter was doing his thing, but it was really Shedeur Sanders who was really the show at Jackson State. And I got to give it up to him. He was the show there. And he helped change a losing franchise to a winning franchise. But there's levels to it. And it makes me wonder, was Deion Sanders ever ready for the Power 5 school? And I'm going to say no. Because now you got different podcasts saying, well, maybe Deion Sanders should just leave Colorado. Maybe it's Colorado and he go to like someplace like Texas or TCU. I disagree. And to JT Sports, shout out to JT again. I'm sorry for bringing up another man's name, but JT Sports, bro, may have some good takes. But he has a video saying, oh, and by the way, subscribe to JT Sports, you know, pull up on him. He has a video saying, Deion Sanders should come on home to the Seminoles. He's not the only one that says this. You have some other people saying, yeah, Deion Sanders should coach here, coach there. People, These are still Power 5 schools. Whether you like it or not, Colorado is a Power 5 school. Now, do they play like it? No. When Deion Sanders got there, was they playing like it? No, they was 1-11. And listen, we still on the opinion side. I get that franchises and teams aren't going to change within a year. I get that. But it's been 3 seasons. The 24 season, 25 season, 26 season. The 24 season was the trailer or was the teaser showing that, okay, they won 6 games. What can they do else, right? The only way is up when you down. That's what I'm saying. How could you go from starting from the bottom, now we here, to back to the bottom? That's not good. And it starts from the head. And here's why I say it starts from the head. You can't say, oh, we ain't got the players no more when NIL come in. So if you got the money to cash out, you do. It I don't sound like Colorado got a money problem because y'all selling tickets thanks to Deion Sanders. How's your recruiting? How do you guys recruit? That's another thing. If you're out winning and if y'all saying it's the talent, where's the recruiting process? How's y'all recruiting? And it goes back to the coaching staff. What is the head coach doing? What is the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator? What is the athletic director doing? And I remember when I was in college, shout out to FAU, Florida Atlantic Owls. I remember like I would talk to people and I remember it was this one dude. He was laughing. He was like, man, KJ, don't nobody care about the wins at Colorado, especially the higher execs, the higher ups. Man, Deion Sanders bringing in money. Deion Sanders bringing in TV, television. And this is my homie saying this, my classmate saying this. And I had to sit back and be like, yeah, he got a point. But that's the higher execs thinking like that. They always going to think about money until it's time to, hey, we got to cut you off. Bro, you're not winning. Yeah, the fans feel like you not the coach for us. Yeah, bro, the ticket sales about to drop because y'all not winning. We like what you doing. You bringing in fanfare, college game day, ESPN, but you not winning. So it brings up the question. Do the Colorado execs, do they care about winning or do they care about actually just bringing in money? Because you got some organizations that they don't even care. As long as you bringing in that bread, lose, whatever. And that's not right to the kids or to these young now collegiate / pro athletes because, bro, if y'all not winning no games, bro, I'm sorry. That's going to hurt their draft stock. I don't care what anybody says. The only reason why Travis Hunter was drafted in a lottery pick was Heisman for 1. And for 2, he's like some people say, a 1 in a million talent. So he's different. He's the exemption. He's different. For all these other players, I can see why certain people may not want to commit to Colorado, bro. How you going to help my draft stock? Y'all losing. But even if they do commit, it's up to the head coaches, the coaching staff, to help win these games. This is not an example of, it's the players. Because there's too many resources to get good players. NIL. The money, I'll pull up. We seen that with the UCLA quarterback. Dude pulled up, and he left a winning franchise, which is Tennessee. He came to UCLA because they was dropping that bag. Then what's up with the recruiting? Then what's up with the coaching staff? And this is this man's 3rd season. Colorado Buffaloes don't expect you to go to the national championship. It don't even sound like they expect you to go to the playoffs. They just want you to go to bowl games. Because if you go to a bowl game and you win 6 to 7 games, that's technically a winning season. Now, do they expect more as the years go by? Yes. Was Rome built in a day? No. And I get it. Look how long it took for Nick Saban to make Alabama into Titletown. Look how long it took LSU to get back to the national championship with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Bro, I get it. But dude, this is your 3rd season and y'all losing this bad. Y'all giving up 50 points. And the only reason why I feel like Deion Sanders hasn't got fired yet is because he's still bringing in money in terms of the fanfare. And for 2, they're already halfway through the season. And for 3, I can't even find a 3rd reason. I think they're going to wait till next season. Next season, if they don't play good, he's going to get fired for real. And I'm not even, mark my words. But, hey, man, this is my thoughts and opinion on Deion Sanders and his coaching days being numbered and his coaching days winding down and his coaching days possibly coming to an end. And it's your boy KJ, the host of the broadcast podcast, SL Sports Language. And I'll put it to you like this. If you got an opinion on what I said or just said, debate me about it. You disagree on what I said or just said, debate me about it. If you don't like what I say or said, debate me about it! Speaking of debate me about it, put it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, so you get your latest news and information from your boy KJ, the host of the Broadcast Podcast, SL Sports Language, and I'm out.